This is the recorded version of the Near Community Guild's Town Hall. In this nice presentation, we're going to walk you through the 7 new guilds that are launching on Near Protocol. I'm Ozymandias, head of Ants Guild, and I'm going to basically be walking everyone through these different guilds, giving them time to present and moving the conversation along. Before we get into that, I'm just going to discuss a little bit about guilds, where they've been, and what they're going to be as the Near ecosystem evolves. You've heard Near has a guilds program. We've had guilds for a year now. Ants was one of the first guilds in the guilds program. And beyond that, we've launched CreateBase, Cypherpunk Guild, Near India, Near Vietnam, Near China, Near Russia, a lot of really, really great communities that have helped grow the Near ecosystem up until this point. In its current state of development, though, we're now ready to upgrade the guilds program and usher in a new wave of guilds, which we like to refer to as the Gilded Age. So basically, the context here is guilds function as inbuilt communities in the Near ecosystem to develop some vertical or service in some manner. And now that the infrastructure of Near is reaching a point of development with Sputnik DAO, with the minting of NFTs, with a lot of the base level DeFi infrastructure that's coming into place, we have an opportunity to actually embed more communities on the social layer of the ecosystem. So as we get into these 7 guilds, they're going to give you their long-term vision and goals for how they're going to develop into the future and how we're going to create a kind of virtuously sustaining ecosystem with feedback loops to grow the social and human component of the protocol. So with that, the basic structure of how this will work, each guild is going to have 5 minutes. They're going to go in, they're going to introduce their guild, what the guild will offer, and the vision of the guild, and then we're going to move them through the next one. And at the very end, we're actually going to have a bit of a message from the Near core team on their belief in the future of this initiative, as well as some of the more big picture ecosystem planning. So with that, actually, I can invite up to the stage Thomas, who is going to be head of the Merchants of Near Trading Guild. Thomas, welcome.
Hey guys, my name's Thomas. So I'm launching I'll be the head of Merchants of Near. I'm really excited, really good introduction by Ozzy. I'm really excited to be part of the eco space and be a contributor. So I'll give you a quick bit of background about myself, why you should listen to me at all, and then we'll talk about what the vision is for merchants and how we're going to go about that. So a bit about myself. Currently, I'm working at a HFT trading firm in Chicago. I've been there about 2 years now, so it's not exactly technical based, but it's still in the trading industry. I've been in crypto since 2016. So I'm not super early adopter, but I've been through quite a couple bull cycle and bear cycles now. So I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on the industry and crypto in general. I met Ozzy in early 2021, and that's when I got interested in Near. I was really impressed by their eco space and kind of their guild system and where they're going. And I really want to be a part of it. So that's where here I am. And fun facts about myself, I'm an avid chess player, poker player, and then I also play a lot of PC games. So a bit about myself. So more about the Merchants of Near and what we're trying to accomplish. I think it's really important when you're looking at cryptos to really understand the developer space. So who is building applications on it, who is using it, but it's also equally important to understand the financial side of it. So are investors interested in it? Do they have good, strong tokenomics? All these kind of stuff that Near has really strong developer side, but a little bit lacking on the financial side. So that is kind of where we come into play. We're trying to build a financial savvy investment group and try to promote Near EcoSpace and all the projects launching on it. So we want to not only give you TA to help you make money, but also teach you how to do TA and analysis and what to look for. So there's kind of 2 fundamental areas of analysis. Is technical, so like a lot of graphs and lines and charts, and then fundamental analysis. So more of like tokenomics and look at Uniswap versus Coinbase and just kind of macro sense. And then we also want to provide general crypto education. So outreach to people who aren't familiar with Near, how to set up a wallet, how to stake, that kind of general crypto information is what we want to provide as well. So what we can expect from us, we want to be able to produce weekly technical analysis, both on the short-term and long-term price predictions of Near, and also other tokens launching on it. So there's a lot of exciting projects like Refi, Octopus, Flux, Aurora that are launching on Near. We want to provide financial support for them. and also a little bit of fundamental analysis on near tokens and also crypto as a whole. So, recently El Salvador legalized Bitcoin as a tender, legalized token or tender for their country, and a lot of Latin American countries are doing that. So, we're creating an article about the impact on that, where that's going. Also looking at tokenomics of projects on near, and does it make sense to invest, and kind of like long-term future prospects on those coins. Also just crypto in general. So, and we want to build a community, so we would have opportunities to contribute and earn near. We're launching a weekly trading program, a trading competition, where you produce your own technical analysis and you can earn near if your price predictions are accurate. So this is our weekly price prediction contest. We're going to start with an initial pilot launch. So it doesn't matter if you're not technically savvy. We're going to give you articles and education on how to produce your own TA. And in that case, this first week, you're able to produce a TA, submit it, and then message our Telegram group. And in that case, you're going to earn 1 near just for being a part of the community in EcoSpace. We want to build, education in the community, not just people shilling their coin and just, spouting random price predictions that are not accurate. So this is, then after the first week, then we're going to have our actual launch of the contest, where you will actually compete for prizes. So first top 3 people will earn near, and then we'll have a weekly leaderboard with statistics. So if you're within 3% of price prediction, 5% price prediction, you'll get a certain number of points, and we'll have a leaderboard with statistics and just kind of a fun community building aspect where you can also earn near. So that's kind of where we're headed, and one way to produce or contribute to the Merchants of Near. So this is where you can follow us. We have a website, merchantsnear.com. We have a Twitter, Merchants Near, and Medium. And also, probably the most important piece is our Telegram website, our Telegram channel, where you can join. We'll post weekly updates. We'll post our TA, and we'll do a lot of analysis on there. So make sure you follow us on our socials to get ahead. And so I kind of want to end off on a lighter note. I have a little bit of a meme with the astronaut. The guy's saying, it's all been near, and it always has been. So I think near ecosystem has a really promising future. Near's only been around for less than a year now, and it's already extended in the ranks of like layer ones and building the Aurora Bridge. I really believe in the future of near, especially with all the creator bases that we're making with the guilds. And also, a lighthearted quote, everyone's been, trying to get the highest yields and returns, but as the wise mentor of Lake once said, investment in knowledge pays the best interest. So that's kind of what we want to produce here. So
thank you for that, Thomas. And just, to kind of recap exactly big picture, what Thomas is going to be bringing to the Merchants of Near is essentially macro technical and fundamental analysis of both the Near ecosystem, all the projects going on in Near, and then also kind of the larger crypto space and what it means for you. And as he said, there's going to be a trading contest. There's going to be a lot of really awesome opportunities to get started for this guild to kind of grow into a real trading and price, analysis juggernaut into the future. So thank you for that, Thomas. And we'll move on now to the second guild that we're going to discuss is ran by Claudio and Near Hispano, which is actually one of the most built out communities of the Near ecosystem to date. And I'll hand this off to Claudio to talk about what they have in mind on this front and where they're going.
Thomas, congratulations on the launch. Definitely there's stuff we can work on together, and definitely I'll be reaching out to you. So my name is Claudio. I'm right now representing Near Hispano. So we're basically focused on the Near Spanish-speaking community. The website is nearhispano.org. So let's get on with it. So this is a core team, and this is I do not own this at all. I just kickstart this. I'm more taking now more of an advisory role here. But here's the team, quite spread out of all Latin America, basically focused a lot or launched here in Mexico. But hopefully Fritz will take the ball and open up some opportunities in Venezuela. Rosa Maria Orellana, who's based in Santiago de Chile, but she's from Peru, so she will be opening up South America as well. Looking forward to somebody from Argentina, from Bolivia, Colombia, reach out to us. We're looking forward to opening up more and reaching out to more communities down south. So advisors, Alejandro as well from the Craftsment Guild, he's there. Juan Manuel Cancino and myself are going to be more in an advisory role, but that's the core team. And those are the people that are going to be running with the ball in Near Hispano. So a little bit why we're focusing on Spanish-speaking communities and some facts about LATAM and Spain, right? So fintech right now it's booming. Definitely Brazil has the largest online or neobank in the world, which is called Nubank. There are about 650 million people in 33 countries with 4 trillion in GDP over there. So, and the real opportunity here is 32 to 50% are unbanked in the region. So, so that's a low-hanging fruit that we definitely wanna reach out to. And most importantly, right? So 70 to 90% is all cash transactions. So there's a lot of potential for crypto adoption. Yes, we heard the news. Yes, El Salvador, whatnot. At the end of the day, this is just getting started. And just for an example, Venezuela last year had more than $3 billion in crypto transactions. So this is just getting started. Sources are right there. Andreessen Horowitz published a nice essay. And you can also go to Efecto Cocuyo to see more information around how Venezuela is a crypto hub as well. And governments are taking action. So this is just a small trend that we're seeing. It will definitely, yes, right now it's Bitcoin, but this opens up for the wrapped initiatives around Bitcoin to sprout, and I think could be a good opportunity. But this is opens up the conversations with politicians, with government agencies and institutions, which is all for it, right? So everybody's gonna, and I think it's a good opportunity for us. So what's Near Hispano all about? We got 3 pillars. It's education, support, and promotion. Definitely education. Yes, we know that there's a lot of information out there, but not a lot of information in our native language, which is Spanish. And more so than anything, just educate the communities around the benefits of the open web. I think that's the basis of all, and then start for them to learn how to design, create, and launch applications on top of the Near protocol. So that's what we're doing. We're going to be supporting a lot of the Near Academy, the Near certificate and Near developer certification. So that's another one we're going to be hopefully collaborating a lot with, and yeah, and supporting whatever all other initiatives from the other guilds. I reckon we will be helping a lot of you just translating for now, but then hopefully getting some stakeholders from the near Hispano community to help you out as well with reach out. And that's what promotion is all about. Yeah, reach out to us, hola@nearhispano.org. We're looking forward to meeting every one of you that's in the Spanish-speaking communities that want to open up a guild. This is one of the big initiatives that we want to do for 2022, which is launching other guilds, and for Near Hispano to be just the stepping stone into the Nearverse. So thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it. And yeah, handing over the mic to you, Michael.
Thank you, Claudio, for that. That was a fantastic, I think, presentation of the huge potential that Latin America and Spanish-speaking countries have for developing the Near ecosystem. As just kind of a general recap of that, Near Hispano is going to be all things related to Spanish-speaking engagement with Near, recruitment of developers, outreach to universities, and I think, the overall development of different hubs in Latin America and also Spain. So a very, very interesting guild and something that has huge potential to grow, as Claudio discussed. The third guild that we're launching and that I'm very excited to introduce is run by none other than AVB, as he's known in the Near community. He's becoming a household name, and he will be launching a guild known as the Silicon Craftsman Guild. And so with that, I'll hand this over to AVB to discuss what his guild will be doing and what vision he has in mind for its future.
Thank you, Michael. That was a very kind introduction, and congratulations to all the other guilds launching. Very excited to be involved in the Hispano Guild. I think that goes to show how much opportunity for collaboration there is among all the guilds. So without further ado, let's get on to the Silicon Craftsman Guild. So the first thing we should talk about is why product and user experience. Awesome. So to better understand why we're focusing on the product and user experience at Near, it is really important to understand where we are in the cycle. So taking a very product approach, I'd like to introduce the tech adoption cycle. So if you look at the cycle, and imagine there's a graph here, you have the innovators, which is a very small group. It's only 2.5%. And then you have the early adopters, about 13.5%. And then you have early majority with 34%, late majority 34%, etc. So the phenomena that we have in crypto now is that it's still very early. Right now, most of us are in the innovators category. And what is fascinating is that we seem to have confused what the proxy or the we seem to have confused what the milestone for measuring success is. And we started prioritizing price over product. So the Product and UX Guild basically acknowledges that in order to move from the innovator stage onto the early adopters and the early majority, we really have to focus on product. So there's a few trends that we're trying to capitalize on. The first one is we believe that Ethereum has reached product market fit, but that they were limited by the technology. So we've chosen Near because we believe it has the tech stack to allow people to build insane applications with really good user experience that resemble Web 2.0. So the first challenge for us is to create really good onboarding material to really highlight all the capabilities of the Near ecosystem, to attract more developers, to attract more product people, and to really build that culture of innovation around all the products that we have. That starts with our existing user base and our existing products. So we're going to be creating a lot of product demos, product tutorials, onboarding, how-tos, etc. And then we go one step further by creating ongoing conversations between the product and the crypto communities. So we are really excited to announce that today we're launching the Silicon Craftsman Community Hub. So it is going to be an asynchronous forum for people to come together and talk everything related to Web 3.0 design, products. If I could share my screen, you'd see all the different categories that we have there. So the next steps for us are kickstarting that community. So we're taking a very similar approach to the tech adoption cycle. So we're going to get first all the Near core people involved and all the Near projects involved, then our community, and then start reaching out to different product hubs and partnerships. So there's a lot in store. If you're a creative problem solver and you have an idea for an application, or if you've looked at other applications in other ecosystem or even within the Near ecosystem and you'd like to get involved, let us know. There's a lot of opportunity out there, and we're just getting started.
Fantastic. Thank you for that overview, ABB. And kind of as he said, general summary, the Silicon Craftsmen are a really unique guild that's going to basically be able to provide demos, deep dives, walkthroughs, and kind of help new projects display how their product works and gets them set up immediately in the ecosystem in order to streamline user engagement. So we're really excited for the development of this guild. I think there's a huge need for this on the protocol itself. And this leads us actually into I think this is the fourth guild that we're going to be discussing tonight, which is also an essential need of crypto ecosystems and protocols, none other than Near's own homegrown Swine Guild. So I will let the two founders of Swine Guild introduce themselves, and let's hear about what Swine Guild is all about.
I'll unmute myself. Thank you so much, Ozzy and Ants Guild, for having us on. We really appreciate getting the opportunity to talk about the really important work that we see ourselves getting into here. So by way of introduction, my name's Sue. I'm kind of an OG meme smith, I guess you could say. I kind of cut my teeth in the early Reddit days, kind of the cringe, like 2014 animal days. So I kind of look back on a lot of the content that I used to make, and I find it really, unfunny and cringe. And that actually, I think, is an important piece of wisdom that we bring to Swine Guild. We kind of have this cyclical understanding of memes. Like, really, dankness is in the eye of the beholder. So we spend a lot of time like learning the fundamentals of Near protocol. We want to make sure that we know like who is in the community, what they value, what they find funny. We stalk Matt Lockyer. We do our due diligence. So I did want to say a little bit about like the role of meme in society. Coyote is going to get a little bit more into our roadmap, but when I tell people that I make memes for a living, I get a lot of people think, you know, you're wasting your time. What are you doing with your life? You know, people who make memes are like better off dead. So yeah, Coyote, do you want to take it from here?
Yeah, thanks, Sue. So I'm Coyote, and my background is originally in visual arts. So I'm actually an artist. I use digital and sculptural mediums usually. So obviously, I apply my visual skills to a sort of different visual format here, which is the meme. It doesn't really call for any less creativity though than making art. So me and Sue, we started making memes about Nier together earlier this year. We kind of noticed that, like on social media platforms, there wasn't really a lot of like hearty or consistent meme content being produced. Stuff that held deep truths about Nier and about the community. We could tell it was really missing that, and so, and we even noticed other people saying the same thing. On Twitter and stuff. So in our industry, we believe that it's really important to have a meme culture, especially for a community that exists mostly virtually on the internet through social media and Telegram and blogs, and we're all sharing this kind of stuff on these platforms all the time, but it kind of gets a little bit robotic. Sometimes it can be sort of like an echo chamber of content, and so something we want to keep in mind and remind people of is that behind all of the, amazing technology of Nier, we're all humans participating in a human-built and human-run community. And memes really bring out the human qualities in a group of people. So you learn who people are through what makes them laugh. And memes are this kind of, they take on a lot of forms. They're copied and pasted and deep fried, and and so they all kind of reveal a little bit about who made them and who they were made for. And something that makes us human is our humor. So yeah, so we really wanted, we want our guild and our content to be really open and inclusive, but always with that goal of just like making ourselves laugh and making other people laugh, showcasing all the different kinds of humor, and different kinds of things that we can make from the content of the Nier ecosystem, and all the dimensions that it has.
Coyote, was there any specific plans for any type of contests that you guys were planning on rolling out anytime soon?
Yeah, actually. So we will be launching. Sue, if you want to talk about that.
Yeah, sure. So one of the big things in terms of our future roadmap is going to be trying to build out more engagement with the rest of the Nier community. And so we're going to be doing in the Sandbox, shout out to the Open Web Sandbox Guild, we will be having our own channel. And tomorrow we're going to be posting our first meme contest. The rules are going to be this is going to be the first general Nier meme. We want people to be able to use their memes that they may have stockpiled. Submit anything you have into our channel in the Sandbox, and then whoever gets the most upvotes, most interaction on there is going to be able to win. I think the first prize is 50 Nier. So get in the Sandbox. You can participate. Follow us on Twitter. We'll be sending out more information through there, and we will be doing regular meme contests. So stay tuned.
Yeah. And you can find our information on our website, like our Twitter and our Discord channel and everything in the Sandbox. It's all on our site, which is swineguilds.com or swineguild.com. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for that very put together presentation about the future of memes on Nier Protocol. Swine Guild is officially open. You can request your meme pack. You can participate in their contests, and you can expect to see a whole lot of memes for all projects in the Nier ecosystem going forward. So thank you, Sue and Coyote, for that. So the next two guilds that I'm going to introduce are actually developer-focused guilds. And the concepts here, it's quite innovative in the context of an open source ecosystem that's developing. The first guild, I'm not gonna interrupt in between the two because they're quite similar in what they're offering with a couple of differences. But the first guild is known as Inc. 4, and I will let Alina introduce that. And then after that, you'll hear about the second guild, Minerall Guild, and I will let Igor introduce that. So with that, we'll have guilds 5 and 6 present. Go ahead, Alina. It's all yours.
Thanks, Ozzy. Hi, everyone. Wow, so many smart, beautiful people here. I'm really excited to be part of this. I'm going to be real brief on this because, well, I've been busy all day building beautiful things for Nier, you know, so I'm going to just dedicate a few moments just to introduce the team and tell you who we are and what we do. So I'm going to just present our website page that we have with the guild's presentation. Okay, do you see my screen? Okay. Cool. Now we're here. So the Inc. 4. The Inc. 4 Guild is the self-sustainable developers building on blockchain since 2015. My super team that I'm really am proud to be part of are doing a great job in building solutions for crypto enthusiasts. And we have enormous experience in building basically whatever you might desire, starting with the decentralized apps, the DeFi products, the NFT marketplaces, mining softwares, any related mining algorithms that you might think of, or any custom solutions that you can, well, that the basic individual can actually want. As our acquaintance with Nier actually started with a certain job that we started doing. So basically right now we're building on top of Nier already. We have this huge job that we're doing with the wide scale protocol, which I cannot name for the time being, but I'm sure everybody will know about it once it's ready. And well, also just to be a little boasting moment here, this beautiful Nier Guild's website that you see right now, well, this is, well, my team got involved to it, and this is like part of the job that we've done for the Nier community. I'm really excited. Thank you very much for this opportunity. So what we're offering, we are dedicating 80 hours of development power to anyone from the Nier community who want to build up top of Nier, who want to develop this whole ecosystem, which we're really excited about. We're full stack, we know things, so just reach out and we can do great things together. You can find us on the Nier website in the Nier Guild section, where we have all of our contacts. Here it is. So you can just get in touch and let's do it. And have a great night, everyone.
Yeah, and so before we transition into the Minerall Guild, thank you for that, Alina, about Inc. 4. I guess the kind of big picture value of the ecosystem here is if you're maybe a creator or an entrepreneur who has a need for a prototype or a smaller project in the ecosystem to get you off the ground and running with it, you can apply to the Inc. 4 Guild, and they'll basically be able to build that out for you for free as a part of their position in the ecosystem. So it's a very, very attractive opportunity for creators. Definitely don't pass it up, and be sure to check out their website. Now, in parallel to the free and more small scale production that Inc. 4 offers, I'm now going to introduce Igor, who is the head of Minerall Guild. And Minerall Guild is to develop Juggernaut if you're looking for longer term or larger scale products built in the Nier ecosystem. So Igor, welcome, and interested to hear more about Minerall Guild.
Hi everyone, I'm Igor, head of Minerall Guild, and when I was reached by Mike and Nier team with this great opportunity to participate in development community and development something on top of Nier, I was really excited. And this is why we want to create great product on Nier. Few words about my guild. Basically, we are doing blockchain stuff since 2015. We are running one of the first pool of the Ethereum mining. We are doing a lot of stuff around Ethereum. We are doing a lot of stuff in NFT, in DeFi sector. We are doing a lot of stuff around smart contracts, Solidity. And I know developing something on blockchain can be hard from start. I know a lot of great guys who have great idea, who has the funding, and there is a really problem to find some person to will deliver. And moreover, the reason here is always changing blockchain, always delivering new things, because blockchain is really emerging fast. And once per 1 week or 2 week, we got like small releases, minor releases, major releases, and new function coming through, and you want to have all the possibility of technology which you are using. So that's why sometimes even just talking with somebody who has hands-on code right now and who is understanding how things working and what is like best solution right now and what will be a good solution in like few weeks, because there are definitely few test nets, there are few things which will be rolling out really soon. And I was really excited about NEAR. A lot of good solution. It's like blockchain for real person. It's really human oriented. I'm really fan of what guys are doing, and I want to involve other people in building something on top of NEAR. And if you will need to hire some kind of developers power or get some kind of consulting on blockchain and exactly on NEAR, I'm more than often to offer services of my guilds. I think Mike will share a presentation, or you can contact me directly in Telegram on my website. Also, great site of NEAR guilds have our page with my contact and contact of my guild. So I will be more than happy to create something on top of NEAR on your request. Thank you, Mike, for time.
All right. Well, thank you for that overview on the role that Minerall Guild is going to be playing. So just to kind of recap what we have with both Minerall Guild and Inc4 Guild is we have development support in the NEAR ecosystem, both free and custodial for non-technical founders and creators entering the ecosystem to get off to a fast start, adapt, or their protocol or their solution off the ground. So really, really glad to have those two guilds in. And now I think we have our final guild to showcase. And I think maybe this one you might already be familiar with because it's been around for a while. It's none other than the Open Web Sandbox Guild. And Sophia here is going to be introducing the Open Web Sandbox Guild and also discussing the much touted relaunch that will be happening in 3 weeks. So Sophia, thanks for jumping on and discussing this guild with us.
Alrighty, can you hear me okay? I'm guessing so. Okay, cool. So I am Sophia, and I'm going to present the Open Web Sandbox, or just Sandbox, how we call it in folk language as well, which is basically about collecting all the smart and ambitious people in one place, well, people of the NEAR ecosystem, and yeah, just do cool stuff together, basically. As Ozzy already mentioned, Sandbox has been, well, fully operational since March. I would say we do have collected a lot of people out there, but now we're being really vocal about it. We really want to invite all the people to join us and do cool things together. So our main channel to communicate is Discord. So I'm gonna share my screen and take you to this journey with me. All right, so basically what happens when you join Sandbox is that you're taken to our welcome on board, where you basically find some information about what we are, our mission and vision, what our values are, and we do emphasize the fact that it's really inclusive community. We do appreciate all kind of talents coming in, as for contributors and for guilds and for projects and whatever you're doing in the ecosystem. We would be very excited to have you here and do cool things together. So basically, if you're a contributor and you're looking for tasks, or you're looking for the opportunity to engage with some projects that you already saw before, you can start at the contributor profile and you can leave your details here. For us, that would make it really easy to to connect with you later on, especially if projects are looking for some kinds like of special skills. That would be your way to get in touch with us real quick. If you're a project, you can also leave your information on the project profile, and in this way we will get in touch with you quickly as well and start finding the right talents for you. Just coming back to the welcome screen, I think it's important to mention that we have frequently asked question session where on Wednesdays, basically, when you can come and ask anything you are feeling uncomfortable with, or if you have any doubts, or if you're looking for any special opportunities, that's the place for you to be. And this is Wednesdays. We do have our spotlight channel as well. So whenever something cool is happening within the ecosystem, the point is that we announce it really loudly, and you can get your bonuses and rewards for doing some kind of special tasks that are needed by particular projects. And you have your Sandbox chat, basically, where you can just jump on and ask any kind of questions. People are sharing memes here. We also have our Swine Guild here, which has been presented before today, and we're really excited to see more contests coming from them. So yeah, basically, this is the modus operandi, I would say. You can just chat here. You can find right people for whatever you are doing, whether you're a contributor or you're a project or your guild, or you are somebody completely new to the NEAR ecosystem or to the blockchain. We're glad to have you here, regardless of your background, regardless of the age. So this doesn't matter here, as long as you're curious about what's going on and you're interested in long-term participation, basically. We do have to announce as well that the next week there will be a relaunch party, which will shift into probably a monthly event or something like this, where we will just join together with the NEAR core team. We will meet each other. We will talk about projects. We will find more opportunities. And yeah, come join us with this amazing initiative. Looking forward.
I think everyone's really excited to see the Sandbox, get full blast going forward with all the opportunities that you're going to bring into it. Before we close out, after hearing from these 7 guilds, I want to actually turn it over to the NEAR core team to be able to talk a little bit about how they see the guild program working into their ecosystem development plan and some things that they might have in store going forward in the future for the ecosystem in relation to guilds.
Yeah, I can start, and then I saw that Jordan wanted to add something for the community as well. So I'm Joop, I'm the social media lead at NEAR. I really wanted to thank everyone for the great presentations. It looks really good, and yeah, after reading all the articles, all the blog posts as well, and I think we have like really the decentralized infrastructure that will really help the ecosystem flourish. And I think the structure can really, massively scale the ecosystem. I think we have all the tools that we need to take it to the next level. I'm going to explain a bit like how the NEAR team can help you guys as well. Especially with marketing support. And also we've created a structure that will help to have the guilds work together as well in order to help each other with marketing as well. So let me present my screen. So yeah, I've been working on what I call the activation button. So it's basically it's a form that everyone from the NEAR internal team, but also inside the ecosystem, can fill in. And once this is done, we collect all the information. The NEAR team can start processing that information, and then from there on, we can distribute it to like maximize exposure of whatever is being distributed. So it's important for us to know in advance what everyone is working on. So if you want to launch something, or if you want to have a blog post or a giveaway campaign or whatever, fill in the form like at least like 1 or 2 weeks before, depending on what you want to launch. And then we can work for you to maximize exposure. So it's important that like the activation button form is the start of the process and not the end. the earlier we know, the better we can help. So basically, when you want to launch a new product or an event or a partnership, or if you have something else like maybe you reached a new record amount of transactions and you want to have like Twitter support for this, you can request that through the form. So whatever you want to promote there, the form will automatically adjust to your needs. So you don't have to skim through the whole form. And yeah, same for types of content. So if you want a visual on Instagram, for example, or you want a blog post or an NFT giveaway, or be featured in the newsletter, you can request that there as well. And then from there, we have a plan for distribution. So basically, I can help with internal social channels. We have a Twitter ad strategy, Facebook group strategy, Instagram strategy. So we can maximize reach there. And then also there's a Telegram distribution group, which I will add you after this meeting, where we collectively enhance the messages that we're trying to broadcast. And Ozzy can help with his community, to post this on Reddit, to post it in other Telegram groups. We can put something on the near.org website calendar, and it's also shared within the internal Slack, within an internal Slack channel, so people from the Near Foundation can help with their own contacts in order to spread this message. So yeah, that's what I wanted to let you know. So yeah. I'm just really yeah. So it would just be nice if people fill in the form, and the sooner the better this is done, the better we can help you. And yeah, that's it for me basically.
Yep, that was great, and it was great hearing from all the guilds today as well. From the Near community squad side, I just wanted to add in that we're excited to be very shortly launching our community OS, which will be a tool to enable anybody looking to be successful on the Near ecosystem. And it will contain resources. So it's about enabling people and giving them platforms for doing that. So all of the awesome tooling we have available for Near, such as Sputnik DAO, link drops, etc., the awesome activation button, and all these things to help people be successful. And then also a set of best practices, because we know that guilds will be doing a lot of the same tasks over and over again. So just finding the best, most efficient ways of doing it and documenting it so that we can all work efficiently and make the best use of our time. So you can keep your eyes peeled for that. And we're looking forward to boosting everybody and working with you all. Thanks.
All right. I think that is pretty much everything from the Near community team, I believe, in their plan to support guilds. So the main takeaway I think here is that, you know, the Near team is here to help, and there's some highly competent people who are a part of that team that are going to be helping accelerate the growth of guilds in the ecosystem and making sure that they're as fully equipped as possible to thrive going forward. So I think just to kind of wrap up, we can say, looking forward and looking ahead, that the beginning of this new social layer of the Near ecosystem is really going to kick into high gear in the coming months on lots of fronts. We have lots more guilds to launch that are cooking up right now. The Sandbox, as we said, is kind of a home to contributors and newcomers, is live and will be relaunching as well. There will be contests from across the guilds, and overall, we're looking to a much increased level of ecosystem involvement. So if you're just hearing about the Near community, there's a place for you in this community. It's a very personable and friendly environment, and there's definite need for the skill sets and the commitments that you can bring, irrespective of where you come from or what your background might be. So thanks for your patience with this call, and we're really looking forward to bringing you all into the ecosystem going forward, and until the next one, which will be probably in a couple weeks. So take care from everybody, and we'll talk to you guys all soon.